I'm making this recording for one of my most favorite clients ever, and we just finished a call and a lot of things came up, and I wanted to record it while it was fresh on my memory because I know all of you have your minds talking to you 24/7, and when you have a session, that's an hour out of all of that time, maybe once a week, twice a week, once a month, whatever you're doing. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about the people room. And when the people room has become a problem, it has become an obsession, it has become out of balance, meaning your mind has an issue in there, keeps pulling you in there and away from feeling relief, away from focusing on what is in your now. This would go for people who identify themselves as empaths. You want to maintain, or I should say your mind wants to maintain this identity of good person. I'm the good person. I'm the one who makes sure everybody feels good and is happy with me. I need them to be happy with me. I would do anything for anybody. Everybody loves me. Everybody thinks good of me. That is kind of the identity that your mind is trying to protect. And let me tell you something, that is exhausting, because it usually has nothing to do with you, how other people are thinking or feeling. They are attached to their own mind, but you have made that your business. You have made it your business how they are feeling, how they are thinking about you. It's all about making sure that you are maintaining, or that mind is maintaining, that identity of the good person that everybody loves. And it is exhausting. And it is a game. You are playing a game with the mind. You are out of alignment in playing a game with the mind. I'm the one who is loved. I'm the one who is nice. I'm the good person. I'm the kind person. You're playing that game. You are protecting that identity. Your mind wants to protect that identity because that is the identity that it thinks it needs to be safe, and it is out of alignment. You are off with the mind. In the white van, if you listen to that analogy, you've gotten in the van with the mind, and you are off trying to do everything it takes to make sure you are seen and perceived by everybody else as the good person, the kind person, the one who would do anything you want. That's what you want them to say about you. And a lot of times you have, your God beliefs all mixed in with that, because that's what's pleasing to God. If I'm that, that's what's pleasing with God. And the mind is now using your God beliefs to keep you in the white van. Oh no, you want to please God, don't you? You want God to be happy with you, don't you? You want to be your parents always wanted you to be the good girl. You're the good girl, right? So we got to make sure everybody's happy with us. We got to make sure that anything that they say about us is about kindness and how good we are and how nice we are and how we'll do anything for anybody, and we'd give anybody the shirt off of our back. I mean, that's who we have to be, right? To be safe, because that's who God loves. That is such a game of the mind, and that is exhausting. It is impossible, and it is hell. You are in hell with the mind. And God is not there. God has no part of that. God is not in those identities. God is over there in your soul space, on the side of the road, not in the white van. God is there in a feeling of relief, in a feeling of peace, not in the business of other people and how they're thinking. That's God's business with that person. The people in your people room and how they're feeling and what they're thinking, that's God's business. That is not your business. How they're thinking and feeling about you, or your mind and that mental identity, it's also God's business. A lot of times they need to perceive what they need to perceive, because that's something that they're healing from. Nothing to do with you. It's not your business. What is your business? Staying in peace, staying in relief, and taking care of whatever is there in front of you right now. That is actually your path. the white van, the mind in the white van says, no, get in. We got to go find our path. We don't know what our path is. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Get in. We better go find it. You were already on the path. You were on the path before you went off with your mind and believed whatever it said and started trying and doing and scheming and planning, and you were already on it. And if you would have stayed on it, it would turn into this and then the next thing, and it would flow into the next thing, and you would naturally stay on the path, and the path would take you to wherever you're supposed to be going. You don't have to find a path. The path is there. You're on it until you get in the white van with the mind, and then you are off of it. Get out of the van. Get on the path. Right now, whatever is in front of you, look around wherever you are right now. Where are you? Are you in a room by yourself? Are you in a car? Are you in a park? Where are you? Okay, so that's it. Is there anything that you need to take care of in that environment? What do you need to be focusing on right now? Look around your room, or if you're in a car, look around. What needs cared for? What needs done well? What needs focused on? What needs appreciated? What needs reorganized? What needs cleaned? What needs cared for? What is being neglected? That's it. That's it. That's what God wants you to be focused on. That's where you're supposed to be. Taking care of whatever is in front of you in your now. Not lost in your mind, thinking about whatever your mind's having you think about, and getting in the white van and going on some wild goose chase. Where are you right now? You're on your path. If you can wake up into your very present moment, this now right here, take care of that. To me, if I'm in a room by myself, I'm taking care of that room. If a person walks in, I feel that a soul takes priority over a room or of anything in the physical. So I stop that, and I do my best to take care of that soul in front of me. What does that soul need? Does it need my attention right now? Does it need my love right now? Does it need a hug right now? Does it need me to listen to it without my mind interfering and talking to me while it is talking to me? What does it need? I'm going to care for it. Maybe it's mealtime. I'm going to care for my body. My body is here with me right now. I want to care for it. This food is here with me right now. I want to taste it. I want to do good by this body. I want to do good by this food. I'm going to do good by this body by maybe putting something healthy in it and really tasting the food and honoring it. Everything becomes very meaningful, very purposeful when you are in the soul space with whatever you call God. You're in the soul space. You're caring for what is there in front of you. You're feeling the feeling of peace and relief. If you're feeling anything other than that, guess where you are? You're in the mind space. You're in the mental space, and you're playing a game. You're protecting an identity. And there's that, the people, for me, it's the business. Business, I've become out of balance, meaning my mind obsessively talks to me about what I'm going to do about business. So it's become a problem. It's become an issue. It's become out of balance. So for me, that's a dangerous white van to get into. It's just like an alcoholic, they can't go into a bar. Some people can go into a bar, have one drink, and it's not an issue. There's no issue around it. So it's okay. They're not out of balance in that area. And then there's some people cannot go in the bar because they can't have just one drink. It becomes compulsive or an obsessive. It just becomes over. It's too much. They have no control. The mind controls, and more takes over. And so you have a big issue around that. So for that person, they have to stay out of those places so that they can heal from wherever that issue is coming from in their mind. They can step away from that. It's become out of balance. And for me, that's with business. And for you, that might be with the people room. Empaths. It's the people room, because you care because you can feel emotions, you read body language, you want everybody to be happy. And that's a beautiful thing. Great. That would be nice. Is that possible? No. Is that your responsibility? No. That's between them and God. That is not your business. People in the people room are not your business. You can have the very nice thought that you would like them, but they need to go find their soul space to be able to do that. That's not your job. You have to go find your soul space and stay in it. And then when they come into your soul, they come into your now, they enter your now, you care for that soul. You be there with them. You give them your full attention. And then they leave the room, that they're not in your now anymore. Don't let your mind then start talking to you about, well, I wonder what they thought about me when they were talking to me, and I wonder if they liked me, or I wonder if I said the right things, or I wonder if... Don't. That's getting in the white van. That's going off with the mind, playing the game. Am I liked or am I not liked? Am I approved of or am I not approved of? Am I loved or am I hated? Am I good or am I bad? Don't go there. It's none of your business. What is perceived, as long as you know you were in your soul space when you interacted with them, meaning you cared for them in the best way that you could with your full undivided attention and listening, or whatever it is that they come in front of you with. You took care of your now. You were there with them in the now. That's it. End of interaction. There doesn't have to be a dialogue about it afterwards. That's it. A lot of you are killing yourselves. You're exhausting yourselves trying to hold on to this identity of nice person, good person, do anything for you person. If you are trying to be a she'll do anything or he'll do anything for anybody, anytime, you know how exhausting that is to maintain that? And do you know how much of your life you are, or your now that you are missing by doing that? You're off trying to keep them happy or keep them pleased. Well, what's happening to your now? What's happening to your alignment with God? Where's God in that? Nowhere. God's not in that. You are off with your mind, and that has become the center of your world. That has become your main focus. And that should never be your main focus. Your main focus is your alignment to Source, your alignment to God, the feeling of relief, and caring for the now. That has to be the center of your universe. Everything else that is around that comes in from the outside of that, is a bonus, is not to be attached to. It comes and it goes. That's why you don't invest all of your time into that. It's impermanent. It comes and goes. What you want to invest your time into and make the center of your universe is that space in the soul space, your soul space. The feeling of relief, the feeling of peace, your alignment with God, and your caring for the now. That has to be the center of your universe. Not a relationship, not a friendship, not an identity of good person, do anything for anybody, anytime person, nice person, kind person. That cannot be the center of your universe ever. Because that is in the mental space, and that is a game that you are playing. And sometimes in games you win and sometimes you lose. And it is unstable. So you do not want to live there. And wherever you give your attention, you live. You live there. If you give your mind and you're in that white van constantly on the side of the road, or driving down the road, or driving down dark alleyways and trying to figure out this and trying to figure out that, you're in everybody else's business besides your own. What is your business? Feeling relief. Staying in alignment with God or Source. Taking care of your now. That's it. That is your only business. Not what other people think of you or don't think of you. not the titles, not the identities. That's not your business. Who cares? You're not here to play a role for everybody. Once you start detaching from playing that game and your mind needs this person to like you, or needs that person to think good of you, or needs this role of importance. I need that. Yeah, your mind always will. The mind always needs an identity to hide behind. And it needs you to protect it. And it will have you as a slave doing its dirty work, doing everything that needs to be done to make sure that you maintain that title. She always keeps all this stuff together for us, and she always, I know as long as she's here, we're going to have copies of this and copies of that, and everything's going to be organized. You've attached to that identity. Your mind likes that. Your mind likes that they see you that way, as the one that keeps it all together. Well, guess what? Now you have to do. Even when you don't feel like, you got to be the one to keep it all together. Maybe that comes naturally to you, and that's fine. Maybe it doesn't, and you're killing yourself to maintain that role. I don't know. Either way, that is not the path. That's the mind's idea of the path. And you're spending all of your time on things like that, instead of just staying in the feeling of relief, in the feeling of peace, caring for whatever is in front of you. That's it. It's very simple. It's very simple when you get in your soul space. You're not trying to find your path. You know you're on it. The reason the mind the mind has a really big blown up idea of what your path is. Oh, well, it must be important. I bet it's going to be some important role, some important mission, it's going to make me look good and important and smart, and this is my mission to the world. This is what I'm here to do. Everybody, look how amazing I am. Like, this is what God gave me to do. This is my path. I am fulfilling my purpose on this planet. Look how important I am. Oh my God. No, it's not like that. That's the mind's idea of a path, and it will have you get in that white van and chase that. Well, what can we do to do that? Where's the path? What's the path that's going to make us look like that? That is not what the path is. The path is whatever, getting into your caring for whatever is right now in front of you. Even if that is you being in a room by yourself, go vacuum the carpet. That's not important enough. Surely that's not my path. That's not my path or purpose. That's not my mission. It is right now. It is. Then you leave that room and you go into the bathroom. Oh my gosh, clean that toilet. Take care of it. Make it look good. That's your mission. Do it. Oh my God, somebody walked into the room. There's your mission. They are. Their soul in front of you, giving it your undivided attention. They have come into your now. Care for it. They are your mission. They are your path. Stay on it. That's not enough for the mind. The mind needs it to be bigger and more important than that. Surely that's not the path. It is the path, because it keeps you away from the mind, in relief, in alignment, in peace, caring for whatever has been put in front of you to care for. You live in a cardboard box. Hey, you know what? Whatever belongings you have in that box with you, straighten them up a little bit. It makes you feel good. That's it. There it is. There's your mission. Somebody comes in front of you, has a conversation. Give them your undivided attention. That's it. It's pretty simple. Empaths, you have a very, very big ability to be able to do that for people. Because a lot of times when people come into your awareness, if you're not trying to protect an identity for yourself or worried about what they're thinking about you, and you just look at them. A lot of you already know that you feel what they're feeling. You feel it in your body. And Spirit is able to flow through you easily to say what they need to hear. That's it. Do that. And then they leave the room. Leave it. Now you're in a room by yourself. Take care of the room. But the mind wants to make it we got to make somebody. We got to be important. We got to be respected. We got to be known as this and known as that. So now we're in everybody else's business and trying to make sure that they see us as this or that. Now we're killing ourselves, and now we're off our path. Because we've lost the meaning, we've lost what we're supposed to be focusing on. We're trying to make an identity out of that nice person that you naturally are, but your mind needs more of it. I need more of that. I need more praise for being so insightful and intuitive and kind. And I need to make sure everybody thinks that. And if they don't, I'm going to lose sleep over it. And they have to see me this way. I have to protect this identity of, you're playing a game with the mind. That's between them and God. It's not your business. Go take care of what's in front of you. Have a good day.